What's up, guys? Welcome to episode, it's episode 25 of my NA Zero to Hero series. So yesterday we had the biggest mailbox we've had so far. Today, well, we'll see. We'll see if we get another big mailbox and probably continue leveling. And we might take another look at professions and see what we can do with some of the other professions, and if it makes sense to swap in another crafting profession, because I'm at the point where I've sort of maxed out with enchanting. Enchanting is max, and I can probably afford to restock everything that's sold and then have some gold left over. So we'll see. Let's dive in and see how the episode goes. It's NA time. NA Zero to Hero. Actually, did I remember to open this? Yeah, not this. Don't save. I actually got that's beside the point, but let's see what we did last time. Yesterday we had like the biggest mailbox I've ever had on this challenge, 4,200 gold, so that was nice. And 42k on the auction house. So let's see how much we've sold since then. Let me see, yesterday was Wednesday, so that's like one of the better days for collecting sales, because that was just after the reset. Like, in general, you'd expect slightly less today. But it wasn't slightly less, it was a lot more. Eternal stats. All 5 sold for 2.4k. Damn, son. We didn't sell a lightless silk though. That's not so good. What's the money here? It's like marrow root, 500. Tenet enchants. Good money and Tenet enchants. Fortified speed and then eternal stats. Like, wow. I said last time that I was hoping we'd get into like sustaining profits here. And well, it looks like we might be. Looks like we might be. Like, this is looking real good. Not gonna lie, this is looking real good. What episode is this? I think it's 25. So yeah, 5.2k. So now we gotta run to the auction house to figure out what we're missing, what we gotta recraft. Essentially, and then we'll go from there. So let's see. Okay, got that all. Alright, so eternal stats. This is what I sold out on. Very nice. Queue up 5 bad boys here. Skirmish, whatever. Eternal intellect, we got those. Eternal agility. Yeah, they're not looking too hot. Hopefully eternal crystals are in an okay spot. And then the tenets. Versa. Crit's not doing too hot. Yeah, alright. Gathering, blah blah blah. Where's my task list? There it is. Good stuff. Eternal crystals, a little bit expensive, but not that bad. Sacred shards also, well, no. That's actually okay. And honestly, we might just overbuy this a little bit. Lithium ore, though, still expensive. And a lot of quite expensive lithium ore sessions. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to do today. We'll do that afterwards, because now we're gonna restock enchanting now, and we have gold left over. 2k left over after restocking everything that's like meaningfully profitable for enchanting. And what does that mean? It means we need another profession. It means we need another profession. It means I need to bring up my milling spreadsheet. All right. So what we gotta do now is go check the prices for Death Blossom and Nightshade, and then all the missives. Death Blossom. Oh. Death Blossom. Let's do it here then. 4 gold. How much can we get for 4 gold? Quite a bit. I think this is at 4 gold. Nightshade. I've done this analysis here. What? Holy hell, that's hyper expensive. I'll do the current price and then we'll check 55 afterwards. And then we do missives and we gotta write down all 4 prices here. Oh, wow. Wow. This is looking incredible. Look at this. This is the average value of a missive right here. 654 gold. This is the crafting cost with Nightshade valued at 75. 328 gold. We are going to be 2xing our money with this. 2 times. We're going to double our money on every missive. That's insane. What's the ratio for missives? Is it 10 to 1? Okay, so how much can I afford then? Like 400? No, I can't afford that much. 200. Nightshade. 20. Oh, I can't afford that. Can't afford that much even. Okay, so 15 then. 15. Whatever. Auction house, let's post the stuff I have and then we're going to Oribos and learning a new profession. We're going for it. This is incredible. So the last time I did this analysis, it was looking awful for the missives on this run. But today it's looking like big cash money. Like absolutely, like we're gonna slam it back. So you know what we do? We just go straight teleport Oribos. And then we're gonna throw away herbalism. We're gonna throw it on the scrap heap of history. And if worst comes to worst, we'll have to just like farm cloth or something. If that's like the worst case scenario here. Which you can always do. Like whatever. Screw gathering professions. I'm not a gatherer. Screw him. Inscription friends. Oh no, not here. Inscription trainer. Yeah. This is where it's happening. How far do I have to go? So skill 40, that should be easy money. We'll get there easy with just like milling and crafting inks. I think maybe you have to craft like a couple of tomes or something. Right, you're not getting skill points for this? I thought you got skill points for milling. That's sad.
It is clear you deserve only the
But
best.
whatever. Let's just get 200 of each. Wow, that's actually some money. Actually some not insignificant amounts of money for that. So the reason I'm just crafting inks right away is
I know our endeavors will prove profitable.
that I want to get to the mass milling ASAP. I don't want to waste
Tell me what you need, my friend.
more time than necessary below like mass milling levels. Okay, so we can get out. I think we can get out TSM Destroy now. Right? Nah. It's not here. Come the still mind. Wow, that's hyper profitable. Look at that. I actually haven't calculated the milling price for Tome of the Still Mine. We gotta do that at some point. Okay, so this is the good stuff. Just have to. This is the good stuff. Holy hell! Probably have been making so much more money than I've been doing with enchanting. Okay, so we got at least 2 more. Right. Money. This is, come on, get us to 25. Okay, we got a hand mill more than. I'm gonna eke out every last skill point I can with the inks, since you have to craft like thousands of inks regardless of what you do with the milling. It's like pointless to not max out the skill points you get from inks. You'll need all the inks anyway. Come on, give us a skill point. We should be getting more. They're still green. Give me 2 more skill points. When do you learn Tranquil Inks? At 35, alright. $24? $25. Yeah, we did it. Good stuff, good stuff. So now we just need like 125 dark parchments.
How may I assist?
125.
Always a pleasure.
And that's gonna be the Tomes of the Still Mine, and we need a virtuoso
I live
inking
to
set.
serve. More Walker.
Alright. That's gonna be 5 tomes. And then this is gonna put us into mass milling territory. So now we just need to do like 1 more of these like boring, slow normal mills, and then we got it. Mass mill. So now I get to cheat. We actually get to get some skill points with mass milling. Like absolutely cheating levels of cheating. Okay. The big problem is that I actually need more. Let me see. What's your speaker? How to manage different item level crafts with TSM? Well, I've in terms of restocking, you mean? I only bother with the highest item level personally. So I don't deal with it. It's the way I deal with it. Like I only focus on the max level stuff. So I only use Crafter's Mark 2. I know that you can make money with like using Crafter's Mark to reduce the item level. I know you can do that. I also know that I don't do that. Okay, so we gotta go to Ironforge and just post tomes, and then that's it actually. Inscription. But so what I do is, when you add the items to the group, when you add the item level variants to a group, for posting and selling, it's quite easy. You just make a group and then you add it, and you make sure that you haven't checked ignore variations, that this is unchecked, and then you'll be good. Then it will only consider others of the exact same time. But if you only want to care about item level and not like the random stat variants, then you're out of luck. There's no way to do that in 4.10. So you have to do either like the specific like combination of item level and stats, or just the base item. That's the two things. One of those ways you have to do it. Let's see, tomes. Reset tomes. And we need an operation for this, and we need a crafting operation that posts more than 5. So we want to do crafting 120, 100. Yeah, I'll do 124 hours. I think that's a good amount. Since I'm only playing once a day, like there's no point in minimum price 120. Normal price, 200% crafting, 500% crafting. Post at minimum, and that's it. Good stuff, good stuff. Now I go post this to the auction house as well, and then it's back to Oribos again. We need to make some money so we can get more. We need like 40 more Death Blossom, which I can't afford. I can afford 10 at the moment. But yeah, this is gonna be good. Almost still mind. Reload UI. But I know that people use the Crafter's Mark to reduce. I deal with it by just crafting 168 gear, and then it's easy. Then I'll just see that. Then I'll just mouse over the item in my crafting window. I'll be like, okay, I have 5. Yeah, I pretty much only focus on high level, max level markets, because I find them to be way more profitable in terms of time spent. That's what I prefer to do. But there are tons of people selling the lower Crafter's Mark stuff. I just don't bother with it, because it makes the inventory management much harder, and I already have like, I'll show you, like after we're done with NA, we'll go to my main realm and I'll show you how clogged the inventory is on the guy that's just selling 168 gear. And if I was going to add even more item level variants, it would be like hell on earth essentially. That was just me dragging my other banker account to the other screen. Oh, an upgrade.
We must return to Maldraxxus at once. Margrave Crexus is...
Our Margrave has been slain, Ashbringer. You chose and need your blade, now more than ever.
No. Then my warning comes too late. We have been betrayed by one of our own.
Who?
It was Virez who had me trapped within the Maw. There can be no doubt that it was his hand that struck down our Margrave.
Virus? Alright. I think I can just like Hearth. I have the Hearthstone set to Theater of Pain. Yeah, I would definitely not bother cancel scanning in the crafted gear market. Generally speaking, I don't think that's particularly worth your time. If you're gonna cancel scan, you should focus on very high sale rate markets. I would only cancel scan in stuff like legendaries and alchemy, cooking, materials potentially if you farm those or have a lot of them. But like Crafter's Mark gear or just 151 or whatever, generally not high enough value. It's way too many different items, so you get throttled way too fast. It's a lot of time. It's not that much money per item. Whereas for alchemy, like you can cancel like all of your flasks and potions, and it's like 10 different items. So you won't get throttled, and you can cancel and repost a lot more. Or with base legendaries, it's a lot of items, but it's a lot more value per item. So that also makes it a lot more valuable to do cancel scans, because the average sale you're going to get after the cancel scan is going to be much, much higher.
What do you need?
I think maybe I should do show like the theoretical math behind that, like make a model for cancel scanning, to figure out when it's worth it. I want to do that. That could be a pretty good YouTube video actually, to like show the theory of that.
I will not suffer this corruption. Show yourself!
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm on a super high pop realm as well. I'm on Draenor EU. I still don't bother cancel scanning my Crafter's Mark 2 gear. I just repost it for 12 hours. And I have so many items, my bags are overflowing, so I just do like another post scan 3 hours later, and it'll refill some of them.
Now we will end you.
That's me. I'm the lazy gold maker, obviously, not like the hardworking cancel scam constantly gold maker.
But victory lies in one's choice of allies. And with their help, I now claim the mantle of Margrave.
I will bury my blade in your skull, traitor!
Right,
For Crexus!
let's go. All of the cooldowns. Oh, I forgot time warp. No!
I bested Crexus himself! You two are nothing.
We will avenge. You cannot win, Vyraz. You are outnumbered.
Fool! All the houses of Maldraxxus stand against you.
Boom. Okay, can we gotta kill these ones. Didn't do much damage to Virus. This is like, get prepared for no, oh, we did it. Get prepared for Theater of Pain.
Slaughter these weaklings.
Did we kill Virus here? I don't remember. What's happening?
Ashbringer, more weapons. With me.
You don't?
Fleet of the Primus is under siege. We must defend it.
I've done the Necrolord campaign. I don't remember if you ever... Do you finish killing Virus? Clearly don't do it here. Maybe he attacks us and we do it in the last part here. I've swapped my Covenant, so I can't like easily check. Right.
From Ka.
The staff is probably like the best one. Two-hander. Oh, epic upgrade. Ooh la la.
Even here, we'll hold the line.
Open the door. Okay, how do I open the door? Oh, there it is, there it is. What's up, Virus? That's the Primus.
Slay the mortal! Bring me that rune blade!
Raise your sword, champion. Form Maldraxxus.
Boom. I swapped away from Necrolords on my Death Knight.
The foes of the worthy shall be vanquished.
Oh wow. I don't even remember this. I think when I did this the first time I was so focused on getting quickly to 60. Is this where Virus dies? We just nuke him from orbit. Where does he get out?
Fleet of the Primus is ours.
It's Bonesmith Armor. Ammo Nightfay, yeah. I really want to have like Necrolord is best for Arcane Mage. So this guy is probably going to be Necrolord. But it's on US though. I kind of want to have a Arcane Mage. It's like the hipster mage spec. It's like the mage spec for really weird people who don't but Arcane is good. Arcane is good. For people like me. I like to play like the
Within my sanctum,
but I mean Arcane is legitimately quite good.
and all
At least in raids. If you look at like the DPS stats from Nathria, like Arcane Mage is up there on many fights.
eternal ones punished our
Actually, at the 95 percentile now, Arcane is actually higher than Fire on the overall damage, but it's probably like very skewed boss by boss. I think there's some Arcane cheese fights. And the fact is that like Fire probably still has like the higher max on most fights. Because there are very, very few Arcane parses. It's like 71 Arcane mages have killed Stone Legion generals. 71. Like, on Mythic. Oh, yeah. What am I supposed to do now? We wait for the next quest. But yeah, but Arcane is quite... Arcane isn't bad. Like, I think there are some Arcane... if you look at, like, the top mage parses on some of the earlier bosses where they've actually, like, cranked, there are some Arcane mages in the top 10 on most bosses. So Arcane is not bad. Unless you're doing, like, very high M+, where, like, you want to utilize... the uncapped AoE of fire mages. Who cares? I'm not gonna play main an Arcane mage anyway. Not gonna swap. Well, maybe I will. Who knows? Arcane has been good in the past. Who knows? That's nice. So yeah, like Shriekwing, second best mage DPS on Shriekwing is an Arcane mage. Obviously all of the top logs have power infusion. There's an Arcane mage in top 10 on Huntsman, not on Altimore. Number 1 on Cymox, Arcane. 2 more Arcane mages in top 10 on Minerva, 2 in top 10 on Council, 2 in top 10 on Sludge, and then on the last 2 bosses no one has dared to try them out. No one has dared on the last 2. I guess like they are hard enough that you want to have like the safer spec. What the hell? There's a Chinese fire mage who has a Sardan mythic log where he got 10 power infusions. 10 power infusions. Ten.
Please, Father. We need to know.
I mean, it's a 10-minute fight, so I guess it's like just for every combust.
Do not understand the risk, Talia.
But whatever.
Peering to the mall.
I journeyed all the way to the realms of death
Whatever.
to meet the father I thought was lost to me. Bolvar Foredragon.
He still just beat the second best fire mage parse by 300 DPS, and the second best got like 5 PIs. This guy also got 3 focus magic buffs and 6 benevolent fairies. Like, he got literally everything. 19 external buffs. I've never seen a log with that many external buffs. The stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Whoever you are, whatever you want, I will fight you.
But whatever.
You will not break me.
They have reached the seat of the Primus and discovered his warning.
Unfortunate, but of little consequence.
Arcane Mage is also one of the burstiest specs in the entire game.
This nuisance
It makes like fire mage seem like a sustained damage spec, which is pretty hilarious. I actually looked through the top logs to figure this out. I did it on stream even. Like Arcane Mage makes Fire Mage seem like a not bursty spec. Which is pretty silly considering how stupidly bursty Fire Mages are.
Their cries. Oh, they chilled me to the bone.
I did not hear Anduin, nor Bane Bloodhoof. High Lord, are you certain you cannot try again?
RP, ma'am.
Not yet, Kalia. There is a price to be paid for such visions. I dare not attempt another so soon.
High Lord, this mortal bears an urgent warning from the Primus of Maldraxxus. They must see it delivered to the other realms.
Please aid them, honored voice, while I talk with yours.
So now we're gonna be fairies for a while.
Of what we've seen. What news?
I think the main way that fire is better is just the fact that you have like you have like Scorch Execute where you can move around.
Come forth.
And like when you're combusting, you're just popping a bunch of instants.
Until we speak again.
Alright, let's go to Ardenweald. What my gold making strategy is, in general, the idea is to find items that are useful to other players, which is 90% of the time going to be something that makes you more powerful at something in the game, or makes you look cool. That's the last 10%. And then you find ways to farm those, craft those, or flip those. Generally speaking, in Shadowlands, it's mostly been with crafting professions for me, because I don't like farming. And the flipping requires there to be an item that has a natural variation in price or value throughout the week or throughout the day or whatever. But there's a lot of items in Shadowlands. With the new auction house in particular, it's a lot easier to price your items correctly, so it's harder to find value in reselling items. But the general idea is find something that people want because it makes them look cool or makes them strong. And then figure out the fastest way, most efficient way of crafting or making or getting that item, and then sell it for more than you can buy the materials for. I generally like crafting professions because a lot of people find them annoying, a lot of people don't like getting recipes, don't like spending time crafting, so they're willing to pay 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% more than the materials are worth for the convenience of just buying it off the auction house. So that's the general gist of it. Like the high level view of how I make gold. What up?
This will be a prank to remember. Just
Hello, Lady Moonberry.
hello there.
Brings you to Arden.
The message is magically sealed. Well,
Night
that's no
Lily.
fun.
Oh, a Spriggan. Come on. I exploded. This is the sad part.
Featherlight, you
I don't
have
remember
so
much here.
To do.
Stupid
I have the
seals
lily.
open.
So I had the...
Wake up!
He woke up.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Hmm.
This way. Come along. Sadly, the Winter Queen cannot grant you an audience. Her spirit is spread thin across Ardenweald.
Ardenweald looks good, man. This vista. Too bad you never see it because you're just running around below the trees.
Voice is but one bird singing in the night. The Queen's magic protects every branch, every leaf. If not for her vigilance, all might be lost. For now, we Night Fae must act in her stead.
Help! Help me!
Someone wants a stabbing!
I warned you not to come back!
Well, that's OP.
Sorry, I had to make a quick stop on the way. This should be interesting. Never a dull moment. Featherlight will guide you from here.
Alright.
Help the forest as you head for Tirnaval.
Mothbane the Mighty. Wait, I don't even have that. Alright. See how much we can do. Oh yeah, we got some extra aggro. Good stuff. Oh, wait, come on, get the right target. You dumbass. I'm gonna die now. Idiotic. Alright. Now no cooldowns for the next one. DD spawn as well. What you get for over pulling? Snickering baskets. Even a mailbox here. Were you wondering about anything more specific? Or seen it played? About gold making strategy? No! Oh, come on! Jesus. Okay. This guy is ultra annoying. Come on. Like, there isn't as much value in doing stuff like flipping BOEs as there was in BFA and Legion, when you had Warforging, so people like consistently misplaced their or misvalued their items all the time. Like the main way to generate loads of money in Shadowlands has been legendaries, which requires a little more time, but not that much. You can still get rich with little time, but it's a lot more competitive and repost heavy than it was in the past. There are some flipping markets, but I haven't found the best ones.
I'm sorry. Are you immortal?
That's the idea.
Well, if you insist. Lady, I am quite busy, you know.
Is this really necessary? Yeah.
All right, you have my
Hold still.
attention. Try to coax the bird
All
away
right.
from the nest.
Strutting. I mean, you can certainly do that. There are multiple ways of like generating a token or whatever. You're interested in without spending all day farming or whatever. The main goal would be to avoid
Hello?
avoiding farming is generally what you want to avoid for that. Farming is generally time intensive and does not scale with money at all. So you want to do something that scales with your the gold you have available, which that's going to be flipping or professions.
Carry on. Follow me.
We can't save them all. Yeah, this is quite sad.
Each wild seed holds a spirit of nature who will one day awaken and return to their world.
300 gold. How much time we have left? 20 minutes.
The queen must decide which ones survive and which wither away.
Tsm.
Then lost forever.
Look for refuge elsewhere, friend.
This way.
This way.
Find Wagon Master Darwin.
There are souls in danger.
Let's go.
I swore an oath to care for those wild seeds. We can't just abandon them.
Naya. This is where we meet Naya. For the first time.
How can I help?
Tsm, you found help. Have you come to help?
I will help you.
Please save those poor souls.
Jufa rescued. Nature spirits rescued. Alright. I think that's the wrong order. You want to touch... No, you want to ruin first. Ruin first. Boom. Wait, didn't that kill him? That's... Sure thought that would kill him.
Safe, here on your head.
Right. We saved them all.
Please.
I don't have you're welcome.
Fate might embrace you. We're in
Always
your
so
debt.
much to do. Will that be all? Stay on the road to reach Tirnaval. I'll see you there.
Alright, Tirnaval soon.
Help! Won't anyone please help me?
My granny is so sick.
For Ardenweal. Oh, thank you, stranger.
It's so hard to find someone you can trust. Do you think we can trust this person? I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is a Spriggan that's luring us. Stay on the road. Don't go into the forest, because the tricksters are here. What's up, Nelwyn? Granny. What's up, Granny?
Greetings. Now where did now we play for real?
You should have stepped to the road.
Alright. Oh, I should have just arcane orbed. Why did I not? Why? Keep forgetting to use arcane orb now. Return to the road. Alright, now we can get to Tirnaval finally. Tirnaval. That's a long quest. So many. Oh, continue, blah blah. It's just the same. Just the one run out, get fooled by the dude.
Hurry now! Everything must be perfect for the queen.
Hello again. I have good news.
You're a special one, aren't you?
Welcome to Ardenweald.
And dream of starlight.
Work complete.
We have a lot to do before the queen arrives.
Alright.
No time to waste.
Spirits of the Glen. Okay, let's find the innkeeper and bind our hearthstone here before we forget.
See anything of use?
No, that's the wrong one.
Take
Make this in your home. Yeah, that's the right one. Good stuff, and then we just go do one of them. I don't think it matters much. You gotta do both. Let's go backwards first. Aiding Tirnaval. Tirnaval is now your home. Okay, so I got another 45 minutes. Okay, so we gotta go Oribos first. I kind of want to craft up to Missives. I think we have enough money for that now.
Spriggan stole our animal. They took my friends.
Let's see what. Actually, we're gonna go do that. Let's go to we'll go to Ironforge and buy a little bit more Death Blossom. Like we need 40 Death Blossom at least. And then we go to Oribos and turn that into Missives. I think that should be enough. I don't think we can afford 5 Nightshades, which would have been nice as well, but we definitely can't afford that. Definitely can't afford that. Oh, we actually have Bargains of Mastery here. Let's pop one of those on the ring I just got. Cool. Browse. How's my auctions looking? No sales yet, huh? Death Blossom, we definitely gotta add this to favorites here. Set favorite. Oh, 40. Actually, just buy as many as we can afford, since they're cheap. Yeah. We buy all of the ones we can afford. And then it's straight to Oribos. We pick them up from the mailbox in Oribos. And it's going to take a little bit of time to process it. A little bit of time, but not that much. There's a mailbox on the way. That's very nice to know. Right, Death Blossoms, we don't need the Destroy UI because we have Mass Mill now. Now we go here, Mass Mill. For the levels we need. Good stuff, good stuff.
It would be
Brain.
my pleasure to help you.
Hopefully Tranquil Inks should get us the last bit of the way. They will. We're into the meaty parts of it. We're past 42. Good stuff, good stuff. People like actually buy these. I don't know. I've never even tried selling these. Level 50, item level 100. That's actually a little bit useful, so you can start doing dungeons right away at 50. That's actually a little bit useful. What's the sale rate like? 1.7 region average daily sold. Huh. We're gonna keep one of these in stock eventually. Not yet though, not quite yet. Because we're gonna prioritize something that sells a lot faster. And that's these bad boys right here, the Missives. Missives. Let's see what we can craft for Missives now. How much do I have? We'll try one of each, and then we can do 2 of something. We'll do 2 of whatever's showing the most profit right now. Probably. Okay, so I gotta find my own post on Missives. Find my own post on Missives. Actually, we're gonna just pull the Lazy Goldmaker Missives. Let's see here. Did I not post these? Didn't I post the... There it is. Inscription Missives Revisited. This is the operation we need. So the point here is to... I've made an operation already, which is this one. Which is very nice. Because it gives me... the price, the value of the missives is based on the value of the herbs. So we are gonna go here, hopefully we can get that. Yeah, blah blah blah. We can import my own group. So this is one that I'll show it to you. I'm not gonna make it from scratch because it's ultra annoying. Missives, alright. And we'll add that to the inscription group. And the point here is that this operation, it would just take too long to type out. But I've calculated the numbers based on milling rates. So you need 28.6. On average, you need to mill 28.6 Death Blossoms and 2.86 Nightshade to get enough inks for a single missive, assuming you craft equal quantities of all the missives, which is what I generally do. So then that's essentially the crafting cost. So that's going to be 120% of the value of the herbs that I need to buy to craft this item. That's the base price, and we use that, and we I think I want to post more than one. I think we maybe want to post 5, since I only post once a day. So we can now, if we hover over, I don't know, no, I haven't turned that on. We have to turn that on. It's out on the blog. Like, just let me see if I can copy the link in chat. There, I can. Like, it's I published it last week, I think. So what we want to add now is to the tooltip. We want to show, where is it? Auctioning. I want to show the min, normal, and max price. I like to show these in the tooltip. So if you now mouse over the missives, you'll see that just to the left of my cursor right now, there's the Tsm Auctioning, and it shows the minimum, normal, and max price. So with this, we see that the minimum price is 385 gold, which means that my crafting cost is about 80% of that, or 83% of that, or whatever. 100 out of 120 is. So that's going to be about 330, something like that, 330. Gold crafting cost. So now I know this, so that now I can just look at the tooltip, and I'll see the min price, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, now I know roughly how much it's going to cost me to craft this item. So I'm sitting with some of these other inks left over because I couldn't afford to buy too many of the other things. So I think I'm gonna vendor off the greens. I'm strongly considering starting to vendor off greens. I'm just disenchanting the rares. So now I need more liquid gold. I need more liquid gold than I need enchanting materials, essentially. Because these all take different amounts of materials. I'll show you why I don't do change the crafting cost. You could change the crafting cost. Like, if you wanted to change the crafting cost, you'd have to come up with some clever method of valuing your umbral inks or luminous inks. You could, of course, value them at the auction house value if you wanted to, and that works. But the issue is that how do you get, if you're going to craft these in uneven, it's just much easier to just buy Death Blossom and Nightshade and craft exactly equal quantities of each missive. Because then you use equal quantities of each ink, and then you don't have to bother with the crafting cost. You'd have to do a much more elaborate setup if you wanted to do it that way. And find some way of like, how do you mill value luminous inks and umbral inks based on milling, and you're not just milling death blossoms, you're milling some of the zone specific herbs, and is that even worth it? And it just makes it a much harder optimization problem to solve for not that much more gain, in my personal opinion. Like, yeah, maybe in general they typically sell out at roughly the same rate on my main realm. Like, look at this: mastery, region average daily sold 21, versatility 23, crit 22, and then haste is 32. So haste is maybe gonna sell out faster than the others. Convert DB market. Convert doesn't take everything into account. Convert does not take milling into account effectively. Actually, convert is one of the things I've never quite grasped. Let's go to TSM crafting and reports, materials. Look at luminous ink. So yeah, actually it's valuing luminous pigments at more than luminous ink for some reason. No idea how that happens. No, convert is for stuff like eternal fire and crystallized fire, where you can convert it. But there is some weird stuff they do with pigments that I've never quite. Let's see what happens if I remove this convert thing. It does do something, but I'm not sure what it does. Because it's heavily overvalued. You can get luminous pigments for way less than 36 gold. So let's look. Okay, so you're milling. Where's the milling rates here? They get 15% of the time. So then 1 over 0.15, 6.6. If you're milling Death Blossom and you only cared about a luminous, I did the math right here at the current prices. So you get luminous and umbral pigment 15% per Death Blossom, 15% of each. And if you only cared about the luminous inks, for instance, and that was the only thing you cared about, you could buy 6.7 Death Blossom for 27 gold, and you'd get the luminous pigment. And that would have all of the other stuff cheap. All of the other stuff would be free. So the actual cost is way less than this. Like, yeah, I know TSM's default milling valuation is not particularly good. I can get luminous. I can get them for 27. If we say this is, if we increase this to 5, which is like DB market, you're looking at 33. So maybe they're taking it at. They have the market value at 5 gold 43 cents. So if we do 5.43, then we hit 36. But then it's assuming that all of the other materials you get from milling Death Blossom are worth 0 gold, which is never the case. You get this and this and this. Like, for this price, you're 36. So yeah, that's why it doesn't work. You need to change something. There are some other tricks, like there's a method that Billis Onyxia came up with for valuing your inks based on the total value of the pigments you get for milling a herb. And then you compare that to the market value of inks, and then you just modify the cost based on that for the inks. Which can work. But I like to just value it directly at the herb value instead. Because then I don't have to mick about. I don't have to play around with like the material cost of inks and make like weird strings and stuff. I just know that if I craft equal quantities, and just buy Death Blossom and Nightshade, I'm making a profit. I like to keep it simple. Which is why I've chosen this approach, and I used a completely similar approach. I have the math right here for Dark Moon cards. One Dark Moon card is 32.7 Death Blossom and 2.8 Nightshade. I mean, you can do it pretty simply. We can look up the post as soon as we're done with the episode, because this is essentially it. We're done now. 200 gold, 43k on the auction house. What? Shouldn't there be more? No. Gonna be exciting to see these missives in action. Hopefully we get some sales on those. So let's see. This is not the spreadsheet. This is the spreadsheet. So 216 gold, and we are starting with a very profitable profession now. So this was a good episode. Not too much leveling, 'cause we wanted to get into, since we got inscription off the ground instead. Already halfway to 100. And inscription is one of those professions that you can pretty much like level to max for a profit. It's a really good profession. So that's gonna be it for this episode of my NA Zero to Hero series. We're looking good. I think we're already like almost, we're gonna max 2 professions before we hit level 60. And our auction house value is still increasing, even though not that much this episode. I would have expected it to go up a little bit more, but I'm guessing that some of the enchant prices have gone down since the reset, just after the reset, which was yesterday or 2 days ago on NA. So we'll see you on the next episode. Make sure you leave a like or comment down below and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And yeah, good luck.